I'm Sheila with The Grateful Goddess, and with me today is Shay Beider. She's the founder and executive director of Integrative Touch for Kids. So welcome, Shay.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yes. Tell us a little bit about what is Integrative Touch for Kids.
So Integrative Touch for Kids is a nonprofit organization that serves families that have children with special medical needs. And we focus on the entire family because we believe when a child has special needs, an entire family has special needs. So we care for the siblings and the parents in mind, body, and spirit.
That is so perfect. And so this last July was a healing retreat, and it was your 4th annual, and I had the great fortune of participating in it, and there were so many different healing modalities that came together. Describe all the different...
Absolutely. We have more integrative healing therapies at any one time than I've been able to find anywhere else in the country. So we have more than 70 different practices, everything from meditation, acupuncture, other aspects of traditional Chinese medicine, Ayurvedic medicine, yoga, breathing techniques, different versions of pranayama, many different forms of body work, shiatsu, cranial sacral, visceral manipulation, and on, aromatherapy, many different kinds of psychological services, counseling, support groups. We do sibling support groups just for the siblings, mom support groups, dad support groups. A wonderful aspect of our program is the horses. We do equine therapy, and the kids and the families love to be with the horses as healers, and to get to work with them is a really wonderful piece.
And that's what I found so wonderful about the program, is how each person in the family, because everybody has different needs in this situation, and so that everybody has their needs addressed is really special.
It is, and it's like I've thought of it almost as an ecosystem. A family's like an ecosystem, and when you have a child with special needs, like any member of the family, that shifts the balance of the whole. We all contribute in different ways to the whole. And so supporting that entire ecosystem is really valuable in protecting it, essentially.
So at this point you have annual retreats, and they're week-long retreats, and it serves not only Tucson and Arizona residents, but who else?
Right now we have 3 geographic areas, so Illinois, California, and Arizona. So we accept applications from families from all of those areas. We have a medical team that actually makes the decision on which families are selected to participate. And then as we grow, we want to increase the number of retreats that we do each year. And then eventually we'll develop a healing center that simply focuses on providing more and more of these healing programs and services for families on an ongoing basis.
That's wonderful. So at this point, what would you say the reach is? How many families and lives have you touched?
Well, one of the neatest parts of our program that we've learned is that one of the core groups of people that we serve are not just the families that we serve, but the volunteers, and even in particular our junior volunteers. So we have more than 50 junior volunteers at each healing retreat program, more than 150 volunteers, and those kids that volunteer, they learn how to be with a child who has autism, a child who is in a wheelchair and maybe is nonverbal, a child who looks different or has had cancer, or who has something that maybe they haven't had a lot of interaction with a kid like that before. And they learn at the retreat how to engage, how to feel, how to exchange, how to be friends with, and they take that back with them, and we have sort of story after story of how they go back into their school and suddenly they're inviting the child who has cerebral palsy that's sitting alone at a table over to sit with them, because they've learned the importance of making connections with everyone in the community.
And that's ripple effect. And as you term it, the butterfly effect.
Exactly. We call that the butterfly effect, that every single thing you do matters, and that every one of our volunteers has the opportunity to change someone's life.
Yes. What can we do to help you in your mission?
Great. There's so many ways to help. We call it time, talent, and treasures. Those are the 3 areas of need. So our entire program is volunteer-led and run, more than 98% volunteer-led and run. So healing arts practitioners, general volunteers, kids who want to volunteer, that's of huge benefit to our organization. Mm-hmm. If you have special talents, if you're a photographer or your specialty is marketing or you have a particular gift, we love to have those talents because it helps the organization to grow immeasurably. And treasures, we are constantly fundraising and would love one day to get in a position where we have an endowment and can spend less time on fundraising and more time on continuing to do more and more great work. So all of those areas are deeply appreciated.
All right. Well, everybody, having participated, it is such an amazing experience, and it does grow so much. I mean, it is really that whole idea of volunteering, you get so much more back. It really is a beautiful experience. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Yes.
And I got to be in on your gratitude workshop, and it was beautiful. It was such a gift to be able to hear your words of wisdom about the importance of sharing gratitude and what an incredible benefit that can be in every single person's life. And I so firmly believe in that myself. So thank you for sharing your gift of gratitude.
Oh, thank you.
What ITK does is a reflection of that butterfly effect, which says that every single thing you do matters, and something as small as the flapping of a butterfly's wings can make an enormous difference in the world. And each one of you this week have symbolized that powerful flapping of a butterfly's wing and have been able to provide your love, care, energy, hope, support to all of the children and families that we've had the opportunity, that transformation that they go through over the course of their life cycle. And if you've ever seen a butterfly as it's coming out of that cocoon, it's an extraordinary thing because they will actually open up into this position of almost total surrender. So they go from this state of being cocooned in this very dark place that you can only imagine if they have any clue of where they're going. And then somehow from that state of darkness, they open up into this beautiful expression of the butterflies that they are.
She's a butterfly.
Getting to know everybody. They're very trusting.
Do you, my child? I hope that you do. The world is a wonderland waiting for you. And you get to share it with all your friends too. They each have a crown that is faithful and true. No one's is brighter, no one's is duller. It's only a crown of a different color.